As you could have learned from the previous video, our main goal now was finding an apartment for long-term rent. We were staying at an hotel, and that was not optimal because we were paying daily rate, and the better solution would be having for like a long-term contract. For example, in Thailand, landlords usually sign a 6 month or 1 year contract, and this way you can get a better deal on your accommodation. So we went apartment hunting, so to say, and we were visiting several apartments and in different price category, because every one of us had a different budget and different circumstances. So we got to see various types of apartments, villas, condos, and I'm sharing it with you in this video. So you have an idea what kind of apartments, villas, condos you can expect to find in Phuket, especially during the rainy season, the end of the rainy season in October, because that was the time when we were looking for housing.
And you have 1 bedroom here, and you have 2 bedrooms upstairs.
Actually, I got really lucky, and at the very beginning, I found a condo for a reasonable price in a very good condo building, which is new, and the price was offered 12. First, it was quoted as 14,000 baht per month, not including utilities. But if you sign a 1 year contract, you would have to your monthly payment would be 12,000 baht. Yeah, but you have to pay a deposit of 1 monthly rent and 2 monthly rents ahead, the first month and the last month. So essentially your first time payment would be 36,000 baht, like 3 months rent, of which you would use 12,000 as the last payment, and you would presumably get back the deposit of 12,000 baht. This is made so because sometimes people just leave before the contract ends, and they live like for 3 months. This is the usual duration of stay for people who leave before the yearly contract ends. This is an hotel room one of the guys rented, and it was pretty cheap. We moved out from our previous hotel because we wanted to find something cheaper to stay while we were searching. This condo building is called the Base Uptown. I've already found 4 of the buildings of the same kind of brand, the Base. They have the Base Uptown, this one, the Base Downtown, the Base Height, and the Base Central. They are pretty affordable, and they look good. The state of them is pretty good. The guys wanted to find something for a family of 3 people or 4 people, and you would have to monitor offerings online because they were not readily available. They would just pop up from time to time. This is one of the condos at the Base Uptown. This particular one costs 9,000 per month. If you sign a yearly contract. This one is okay for a family of 3, and it is about 35 square meters of area. It has a nice view from the windows on the nearby hills, and also this condo building has 2 supermarkets, like hypermarkets in the vicinity, and you can reach some of them by foot. The condo itself has a stove, a washing machine, a microwave. Overall, we've checked about maybe 10 apartments at least when I was present. The guys were looking for some more apartment on their own, and the most interesting I saw was a villa that with a monthly payment of 150,000 baht, and yeah, that was a lot. It was a pretty big villa. It had a pool, and it had like 6 rooms or something, or 4 rooms. But it was a little bit dated, so we decided not to rent that one. And also it was like way outside of our budget, and yeah, but overall the territory was separated from the rest of the community, and it was pretty densely populated district, but there you had like your own territory where you can walk. And although you would share it with your neighbors, it still felt like a more private space there. And also, besides of villas, they had condos there, also condo buildings, and the price for a condo was about 35,000 baht per month. So I thought it's kind of a big gap between 2 offers, one for a villa for 1,500 baht, and another one for a condo for 35,000 baht. So if you wanted something in the middle, you would have to look at some other place. The villa that I'm currently showing you here is not a part of any villa complex. As I was talking about previously, the one that costed 150,000 baht per month. But this villa is just in a quiet place among local families, I think. And if you want this kind of experience living in a separate villa, you could try this one. And also, this one, as a bonus, has a neighbor who's a dog. So if you like cute small dogs, maybe you would want to rent this villa. And as we were looking for different villas, condos, during that day we found a new ad about a condo in the base uptown that I've already showed you earlier in this video. And this room was 1,000 baht more expensive to rent per month, but it was also better looking in my opinion. And we went to check it out. It had a bigger couch. It also had a stove and a fridge and a washing machine. It had 2 ACs for each of the smaller compartments of the main living area. On the next day, we decided to check out some houses near Patong or Kamala, one of those, and those houses were situated on a hill, and I quite like those. As you can see, they're pretty well lit by the sun. They are not that luxurious as some of the villas we saw previously, but also they are kind of there are kind of several similar looking villas, or what are those houses? Can you even call them villas? I don't even know the definition of a villa actually, so I'm just calling them houses. Yeah, and there are some houses nearby that are of the same design. So if you're into living with people that kind of live in the same design houses as you, you might like these ones. You might like the sense of company that you have living in those houses. Also, they are closer to wilderness, so you might not be willing to live near somewhere where you can encounter some of the wildlife because maybe you don't think it's safe. But actually, for the price, I think it's pretty affordable and not that luxurious. But if you are willing to accept how it looks, I think it's a pretty good offer here. Wow. Yeah, hot. Here's an observation deck. Yeah, oh, that's a rooftop. Yeah, here's the view. It's really cool here, but it takes time to get here, and it's like on an elevation, but I guess it's a little bit cooler than the low heights. Yeah, there are some unfinished villas or whatever it is, high-tech houses. A jungle in the back. I guess there's no mosquitoes because there are no like puddles or anything like can hold water, but there are pools. I guess pools can be a source of mosquitoes, but maybe they don't kind of come here, and they prefer like living in where they know there's water sources. But here is only human made. Yeah, but that's my thoughts. I don't know whether they're correct or not. This one is 50,000 baht per month.